And make sure to project your voice because we don't have mics.
Right. Okay.
And we are live in 3, 2, 1. What's up, Graves House?
We will rise, we will fall. We've been down for some years, but it's time that we evolve. I'm by your side if you call. We've been down for some years, but it's time that we evolve.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome to another Cook With Me.
Yes.
We love the Cook With Me's.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we like to eat, so that's really.
And we like to
where
talk
it
and
comes.
chat it up with y'all.
And we do. So we just figured, like, this is a great way to let y'all get to know us because we have some really great conversations while we're cooking. Actually,
We
like,
really
one of the things
do.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, cooking's very therapeutic.
It really is.
And it helps you to bond
I think I'm getting older, because like this is like the thing I look forward to.
at the end of the night.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, it's almost 6:30. Like it's almost time for me to like start dinner and stuff. And
Oh, somebody's sleepy.
yeah, she is sleepy.
So I don't know how long Genesis is gonna be with us, y'all, because she's a little tired. She might be, going to take a nap. So we're gonna be playing the game. We're not really strangers. Basically, it's a whole bunch of questions we can just ask each other, but they're really deep. Like I love these questions because it allows you to get to know your partner or your friend on a deeper level, and y'all are gonna learn to know us. So we're gonna be playing the game. We're not really strangers, and to cook today, we are going to be cooking our HelloFresh. Y'all know we've been rocking with HelloFresh for a minute, and we're so excited to be sponsored by HelloFresh today. So you guys know we've been avid HelloFresh users for I think the past couple months, and they have honestly saved us so many trips to the grocery store. Who wants to wait in those long grocery lines? We don't got the time for all that, which is why we've been loving our pre-portioned meals from HelloFresh.
So HelloFresh has 40 recipes, so you never get bored. That's one thing that we struggle with. It's like how many times and ways can you make chicken? For us, I mean, we love it because it gives us a lot of variety, and and the food is really good.
It really makes you feel like a chef. You guys know how expensive takeout can get, and I love that we have something where we can just put it on the stove. We have pre-portioned ingredients, and it feels like you are getting restaurant quality food for half the price. So you'll get super quick, quality, and amazing meals with HelloFresh. If you have a lot of things going on like us, you're going to love HelloFresh. It takes the thought out of dinner every single night and really just lifts that load off of you. So if you want 65% off plus free shipping, go to HelloFresh.com and use our code GRAVE65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Y'all do not want to miss out on HelloFresh.
Right.
So, like I said, we're gonna be playing the game. We're not really strangers. So the first question I have for you would be, who in your life can you be your most vulnerable self and why?
Who in my life can I be my most vulnerable self?
Yeah, like
And why?
who can you be the most vulnerable with?
Before I was married, I guess.
I mean, right now.
Because before I was married, I didn't really trust being that vulnerable with any women.
Okay, so is the answer me? That's what I'm getting at.
So prior to marriage, it would have probably been homeboys, a lot of my brothers that wouldn't judge and understand that. Like I was the kid in high school. Okay, a little backstory. I was the guy in high school where everybody was listening to like. This is when like Lil Wayne was like at his hottest, at his peak. I would come to school with like R&B mixtapes. I'm listening to like Trey songs and like I think Drake at this time, R&B Drake, and then I'm also listening to like Common and stuff. So my thing was I was a sensitive soul.
Period.
I wasn't like a super ultra thug like that. You know what I'm saying? So but at the same time though, as far as just opening up and stuff, definitely just with the homies venting and stuff.
Okay, but who is it now? That's what I'm getting at.
So I would say my mom before.
Okay, but
and the homies,
Okay, we're talking about present, not the past. Who can you be the most vulnerable with?
With you, obviously.
Okay,
and
why?
I'm not just saying that because we're on camera. Let's give me our backstory, y'all. Why do I feel like that? I think that I think from jump, I think like from our earliest conversations and stuff, and I think you might have even started it off. You know, you told me something very personal to you.
Yeah.
Some stuff that I felt like, you know, you didn't have to trust me with that information either. You know, just about how you came up and just little stuff. You know what I'm saying? That you just came out and told me. And I think that was your way of telling me it was a safe space without telling me it was a safe space. You know.
Wow.
And, I think in the beginning, before we got married, because the biggest fear for a man is like, okay, are you gonna use that against me? I open up and I tell you these things, and then now when you're upset, can I trust that you're not gonna use that
But
against
that's
me or
why,
look at me some type of way? Because
and that's why, like, I don't know who said it. I think it was like Oprah or somebody like that. But they were saying like, right? It was somebody, and they
Oprah
were like,
probably did it. Either. It was probably not.
They were like you never hit a man in like the place where he's vulnerable. Like when you're in an argument, like, because it's just a respect thing. Because he will never feel comfortable opening up to you again. And like we've had times, like I used to be very petty. Like I will say that. Like I've grown, and I just had a mouth. I wouldn't say I was petty. I just had a mouth on me. And I think that's something I've grown from, because I have so much respect for you that I would never, even if we're in an argument, I would never hit you where it hurts. And I've done that in the past, and I think we've grown from that.
Right. So I follow like these pages. I forget what it's called. Black Men Can Cry or something.
Black Men Can Cry. I love that.
It's something like that. But basically, the brother on there, he makes these posts talking about topics that he knows will trigger and spark a lot of conversation and dialogue between men and women, right? Especially black men, black women. And I noticed that a lot of the men, it was one particular post, and a lot of the men were like, "No, I never open up to my woman ever."
Wow.
A lot of them were saying that, though. That was like the consensus.
That's crazy.
A lot of men felt like that. Oh, that's the biggest mistake you can make. Don't ever do that. I could tell they were projecting based off of experience, but you'd be surprised though.
Like our relationship always felt like a safe place for me, like always. And even to this day, like there's nobody else in this world besides God that like I would tell half the things that I tell you, because I feel safe, and I feel like that's very reciprocated. But I think that's so necessary in a healthy marriage though. Like I can't even imagine
having to keep secrets and
stuff. Like
we were just talking about, so it's funny because remember the other day we were like, I don't see how, and this might be
I love how I'm doing all the cutting, y'all. This man has yet to cut up some onions.
I can't multitask.
So basically, moral of the story is I'm your safe spot. And then prior to us being married, it was your mom.
Oh no, that's what we were talking about the other day. We were like, man, I can't imagine having an affair. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because we were watching a show and like these people, like this dude was real trifling, like he was really having an affair. Like I can't imagine.
Because it's two ways. There's only two options, right? You have some guys that don't say anything at all, but there's no way that your soul isn't like tortured by that. You know, there's no way, especially if the woman comes home and she's bragging about how faithful. Oh, we're watching BMF. That's what it was.
It was BMF.
And when, you know, your wife make that comment when she just feeling you one day, and she like, you know, like, I've just never met a man that's just as faithful and loyal as you are.
Right.
There's no way that don't strike something in you that makes you feel horrible if you're not, though. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, like, I've been like that since, like, a kid. I've always been, like, I get convicted very easily about stuff where I look at, like, some of my peers and, like, it doesn't bother them as much, some things. But for me, my conviction is like super high. I think yours is too, though. You get convicted really easy about stuff too.
Very easily.
So that wouldn't work for me. So the only other option is to tell your wife if that was ever to happen. That's like a big gamble, because even if she forgives you, that's a lot of counseling and therapy. It's a lot of years of that to go through to still maybe not work. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not. It's not worth it. It's not worth my family. That's just how I always felt. So, all right. So next question for you, Miss Ma'am.
Okay.
If you could relive one day in our relationship again, which day would that be?
Probably our wedding.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I mean, just because, like, and y'all,
I knew you was gonna say that.
it was so, like, our wedding was so beautiful and so just us.
Yeah.
And I was literally pregnant. Like, I was like 6 months pregnant. Like, I was super pregnant.
Right.
So I would like to relive it not pregnant, because I was giving the girls.
I feel like it was very like.
But no, our wedding for sure, because it was such a beautiful
symbolic
moment. It was a beautiful moment. Like, definitely our wedding.
I think we were pregnant.
I was pregnant.
Physically and.
Right, in the spirit.
And spiritually too. I feel like we were pregnant to a lot of promises and stuff that God made to us.
Wow, that's deep. Okay, let's follow through. See, the thing is, Javon really be cooking this stuff, y'all. I don't got patience.
The fact that she was super honest about that right now is a huge
Because I'm
breakthrough.
like, what limiting belief is holding you back the most right now?
Ooh.
That's good. That's real good. Okay, y'all, I'm about to do this thing now. I'm doing a thing.
I think the biggest limiting belief that's holding me back, that there's some sort of success window that closes when you turn 30.
Wow.
You know, I think that, which is, it's funny, man. I was on my way to the gym this morning. That's crazy. I was on my way to the gym this morning, and you know, I was having this internal battle. The enemy is telling me all of these negative things. Then you start to believe all these negative thoughts and negative self-talk.
Right.
When all evidence says the contrary.
Oh.
Though, in real life, though.
That's deep.
Because I was looking at it like, how though? You know what I'm saying? I live in Atlanta. I got a beautiful family, a beautiful home.
That's really the craziest part of it all. It's like you can have the evidence that no, like you are winning, you are succeeding, but there's still like this voice in the back of your head that's like, what if? Like Sarah Jakes Roberts calls it like the boogeyman. Like, you know how like to be like the boogeyman under the bed, but there's really nobody under the bed. But you have this belief system that there's genuinely somewhere under the bed. So it's just like you gotta.
You know what's crazy? All right, so the boogeyman, all of that stuff is scary, right? You can see like a monster, like a figure of a monster, right? When it's dark. But as soon as you cut the light on, you should oil the pan. So it doesn't see it. So, but as soon as you turn the light on, you see the truth, right? What is light?
What is light? Who is the light? Who is the light?
So in darkness, right?
Wow.
In your ignorance, when you don't know the truth about yourself or who you come from or who you belong to, everything looks scary. Everything is fearful. You live in fear. Everything is the boogeyman. Till you turn on the light. And once you turn on your light, you know, I think that's when the truth about everything, and you realize it's really nothing to fear, and you have everything working in your favor.
Yes, yes.
Including the
things that you think aren't working in your favor. Including
God who created everything, though, right? Like everything in the entire world is created. So if you believe that that's your Father, and that He loves you, if you can just get that into your brain, that's why they say, like, you know, every day you have to put on your armor of the Word, because no matter how much you know or you think you know, or how prayed up you are, how anointed you think you are, skip a week, you know, go a couple of days without really replenishing and refilling your spirit, your spiritual self, and see how you feel after that. No matter how much of the Word you've memorized and that you know, the enemy can still invade you if you don't put that armor on. That's why it's so important to get up. You know, you've heard us say this before on other vlogs. Getting up in the morning and starting your day before anything else is putting your armor on. Don't go outside naked, man. Don't go outside with no word in you, without that encouragement that you need to get through. You know what I'm saying? And endure. And every day is its own day. That's why Jesus says, you know, take no thought of tomorrow. Today has its own worries and its own battles in itself. So every day is a fresh day for you to fight. And you can win or lose. The good news to that though is, even if you take an L today, if you feel like I just lost today, I didn't get my task list done, and I wasn't the person that I want to be, or tomorrow is a whole new battle. You can refresh, you know what I'm saying, restart and do it the right way. And that's something I have to always tell myself too. Okay, last week you don't feel, like last week, for example, I feel like last week was so unproductive. And I'm beating myself up about it because I'm like, man, you know, some deadlines that I could have met that I didn't meet, and all these things. But then when me and Maya were talking about it, like, we had mad housework to do. Like, we had mad, just business aside, just personal life stuff that we needed to do that we did though. You know what I'm saying? So it's
you may not have won in one area, but you did in another.
Exactly.
And also something like God has been dealing with me is my performative nature. I feel the need to perform. I feel the need to have all of the things on my to-do list done just to say that, okay, now I'm a good person. Like now, you know, I feel worthy just because I got all these things done. God's like, you don't have to do anything for me to love you. Like you trying to do and trying to add up, you'll never be enough.
Yeah.
Like you're sinful by nature, you will never be enough. I make you enough. So when you're not connected to me, you know, like you need me. You need me. So that's kind of
like, what do we have in this relationship that you never thought was possible?
Oh, that's good. Possible in general or possible for us?
Both. Give us both.
So I think in general, to find literally the boy version of me. Like I didn't think the man that I desired existed. I'm like, my expectations are too high. There's literally no way. There's never gonna be anybody who sees life like I see life, but you do. Like
I feel like that too.
I say like all the time, like we're literally best friends, but it's on like such a deep level because we've just connected. Like I've never connected with a person. I didn't think it was possible. Like I thought I was going to have to compromise in some area, but I haven't at all.
All right, so one thing about Maya was in the beginning, like so independent that it's like do you even like dudes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up, like.
One thing about me, I'm about to do these dishes while we talking, cause.
And
here, you can put this on the other.
So I think, you know, but you know, knowing Maya and also knowing her story and just the conversation we've had since we've been together and stuff. I mean, I know where it comes from, and I
you
know,
can put this over there. Like, dude, you can't mold that hair for nothing.
I know where it comes from, and you know, I know why. There's like a reason behind it and stuff, and so you know.
And that was another thing. Also, I would say something that I didn't think that was possible in our relationship was for me to break down my spirit of independence. And it was a blessing and a curse for me to have that spirit, but when you come into union with somebody, you have to be codependent on each other. And I was a type of person who was like, if I don't do it, it's not gonna be done. But in our relationship, I learned that you are just as responsible as I am. You are capable just like I am. So that was something that shifted in our relationship.
Yeah, I agree. Now, what did you think was never possible?
I answered both. What was never possible in general was for me to find somebody.
Oh, okay.
And then in our relationship
for you
was
to soften
for me
era,
to
reach
feminine.
Era. Right.
Okay. All right, y'all. The food, is it on yours? Are you recording? The food.
Hold on.
It's time to eat.
You almost stabbed me in my eye.
Oh, I'm sorry. The food came out really good, y'all. Like,
yeah, it did.
It's giving.
Another thing too, this is another thing that I love about HelloFresh. Another thing I love about HelloFresh is that like everything is relatively healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're cooking at home. Like me and Maya are both on like a challenge this year where we really want to get into better shape. I want to put on some pounds and
I want to lose some pounds.
You know what I mean? And so like diet is important because like if you don't know what you're gonna eat that night, you're just gonna order out.
Exactly.
And so I love it.
Cut yours up.
Oh, it's a little tender. I like that.
You ready? And I don't put them in. Okay, this is bomb. I'm about to eat this and go about my day.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Yeah. So y'all, we hope we answered some questions. We're gonna do some more of these. But if you guys liked what we did, please subscribe to our
comment,
channel.
subscribe, and share.
You know what she said. We love y'all again. We just appreciate the support.
Always.
And we see y'all next video.
Bye.